Sale and Agreement to Sell. Sale of Goods Act, 1930, Sections 4 and 5. 1. Statutory basis, Section 4. Under Section 4(1) of the Sale of Goods Act, 1930. A contract of sale of goods is a contract whereby the seller transfers or agrees to transfer the property in goods to the buyer for a price. Such a contract may be a sale or an agreement to sell. 2. Meaning of sale, Section 4(3). Definition. A sale is a contract where the property, ownership, in the goods is transferred immediately from the seller to the buyer. Essential features. Ownership passes at once. Creates a present, absolute contract. Seller becomes entitled to the price immediately. Buyer becomes the owner even if delivery is later. Simple example. A buys a laptop from B, pays the price, and ownership passes immediately. Right finger, this is a sale. 3. Meaning of agreement to sell, Section 4(3). Definition. An agreement to sell is a contract where the transfer of property in goods is to take place at a future time or subject to a condition to be fulfilled later. Essential features. Ownership passes in future. It is a conditional or executory contract. Buyer gets only a right to obtain ownership. If conditions are not fulfilled, sale does not take place. Simple example. A agrees to sell his car to B after B pays the full price next month. Right finger, this is an agreement to sell. 4. Conversion of agreement to sell into sale. As per Section 4(4), an agreement to sell becomes a sale when the time elapses or the conditions are fulfilled. Example. Today, agreement to sell, ownership not transferred. After payment or condition fulfilled, sale. 5. Key differences between sale and agreement to sell. Basis. Sale. Agreement to sell. Transfer of ownership immediate. Future or conditional. Nature of contract executed. Executory. Risk of loss. Buyer. Seller. Rights in rem personam, right in rem. Right in personam. Remedy on breach, sue for price. Sue for damages. Insolvency of buyer, seller cannot reclaim goods, seller can refuse delivery. Insolvency of seller, buyer can claim goods. Buyer can only claim damages. 6. Risk and ownership principle. Right finger, risk follows ownership. In a sale, risk passes to the buyer. In an agreement to sell, risk remains with the seller until ownership passes. 7. Judicial support. Tarling v. Baxter, 1827, held, risk passes with ownership, not with delivery. Commissioner of Income Tax v. Hindustan Housing and Land Development Trust Limited. Distinguished between present transfer and future transfer of ownership. 8. Exam-oriented short note. A sale is a completed transaction where ownership passes immediately, while an agreement to sell is a promise to transfer ownership in the future or upon fulfillment of conditions. An agreement to sell becomes a sale once the stipulated conditions are fulfilled or the agreed time expires. 9. Conclusion. The distinction between sale and agreement to sell is fundamental under the Sale of Goods Act, 1930. It determines ownership, risk, remedies, and rights of parties, making it crucial for commercial transactions and legal interpretation. If you want, I can also explain Section 5, how a contract of sale is made. Provide case laws with illustrations. Create on-page exam revision notes. Compare with contract of bailment or hire purchase. State of Madras v. Gannon Dinkley & Co. Madras, Limited. 1959 379 Seychelles rupees, Air 1958 South Carolina 560. Background and facts. Gannon Dinkley & Company was a construction company engaged in building contracts, works contracts. The state of Madras sought to levy sales tax on the value of materials, cement, steel, bricks, etc., used in construction. The state argued that the supply of materials in a works contract amounted to a sale of goods under the Madras General Sales Tax Act. The company challenged this levy. Legal issue. Right finger, whether a works contract, like a building contract, involves a sale of goods, so as to attract sales tax under Entry 48, List 2, State List, of the Constitution, as it then stood. Relevant law. Sale of Goods Act, 1930 Concept of Sale and Transfer of Property in Goods. Article 366, Pre-46th Amendment. Entry 48, List 2, State List, Taxes on the Sale of Goods. Decision, held. The Supreme Court held. Cross-mark a works contract is not a contract of sale of goods, and the state cannot levy sales tax on the materials used in such contracts, under the law as it then stood. Reasoning of the court 1. Sale requires transfer of property in goods. Under the Sale of Goods Act, a sale involves black small square goods, black small square price, black small square transfer of ownership in goods as goods to. Works contract is indivisible. A building contract is a single, indivisible contract for work and labor. There is no separate agreement to sell materials as goods. 3. No sale of goods as chattels. Materials used in construction lose their identity as goods once incorporated into the building. Property in materials passes not by sale, but by accession. 4. Constitutional limitation. The term, sale of goods, in the Constitution has the same meaning as under the Sale of Goods Act, 1930. States cannot expand this meaning by legislation. Ratio decidendi. In a works contract, there is no sale of goods as understood under the Sale of Goods Act, 1930, therefore, the state has no power to levy sales tax on materials used in such contracts, prior to the 46th Constitutional Amendment. Importance of the case. Landmark judgment on Sale vs Works Contract. Concept of Sale of Goods. Constitutional limits on taxing powers. Protected contractors from multiple tax liabilities under the old constitutional scheme. Effect and aftermath. Small diamond. This judgment restricted states' taxing power, leading to revenue loss. Small diamond. To overcome this, Parliament enacted the 46th Constitutional Amendment, 1982. 46th Constitutional Amendment, Article 366, 29A. Deemed certain transactions as sale of goods, including transfer of property in goods involved in works contracts. Overruled Gannon Dinkley, 1959, prospectively. Link with sale and agreement to sell. Reinforces that a sale requires transfer of property in goods as goods. Mere use or consumption of materials in work is not a sale. Helps distinguish sale contract vs contract for work and labor. Exam ready conclusion. In State of Madras v. Gannon Dinkley and Company, 1959, 379 Seychelles rupees, the Supreme Court held that a works contract is not a contract of sale, as there is no transfer of property in goods as such. Consequently, sales tax could not be levied on materials used in construction under the pre-46th Amendment constitutional framework. If you want, I can also compare pre- and post-46th Amendment position. Link this case with sale vs agreement to sell. Provide a on-page exam note. Explain later cases like Builders Association of India v. Union of India.